Just like last time, I torqued the engine a little bit before I released.
You know, it might be faster. It sounds like you got a little bit of a better launch there.
Would that make any sense whatsoever?
No. That's about the same. So apparently hitting the Econ button has very little effect on the car's 0 to 60 performance, wouldn't you say?
I would definitely say so. And by the way, guys, the one thing about this engine, it doesn't peak in horsepower until you get to 7,000 RPM, which is redline. So you got to rev its nuts off in order to get that power. We finally got ourselves a brand new Honda CR-V, and we're going to take it off-road and on-road.
Nathan, there is no doubt that this is one of Honda's best-selling cars, but of course the question that is on everybody's minds, is it better than?
Is it better than the Toyota RAV4? Is it better than the Volkswagen Tiguan? Is it better than the Subaru Forester? Is it better than the Mazda CX-5, one of our favorites?
Or is it better than the new Escape, which we just reviewed as well? There's only one way to find out. You know what that means?
We get to drive this thing on and off-road.
Let's do it, dude.
So, if you're expecting a sharp Civic Si, you're not going to get it. What you are going to get is a very competent handler.
From a styling standpoint, the new CR-V is certainly much more evolutionary than revolutionary. It's cleaner, it's modern, it's contemporary, with a little bit of Acura thrown in. They've cleaned up the siding so that it's not as busy on the side. And check out this boomerang curve right here. It's echoed in the taillights. It's nice. I like it. It's clean, modern, hip.
Roomy? Hell yeah. It's always had good room and nice flat floors. There is one thing some of you may lament, and that is these seats no longer recline. And that is a bit of a problem for some people. Let me show you why. Really, very cool flat trunk with lots of space. Come here. This is why the seats no longer recline. Pull the handle, and that can fold flat. So it's good and bad. Up to you to decide.
Do you fit, Nathan?
Oh God, yeah, look at this.
Oh, no. There's only one way to find out.
Oh, all right.
All right, that was completely unfair because you totally fit, man.
Yeah, I do. A lot of space and a very, very low load floor.
Unlike almost every other vehicle in this segment, 2012 CR-V still has a 5-speed automatic transmission. Nissan goes with the CVT for better fuel economy. Other manufacturers go with a 6-speed. Honda, the same 5-speed. But having said that, it still has some of the best fuel economy in the segment. Go figure. All right, Nathan, let's find out how fast the brand new 2012 CR-V does 0 to 60. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, and we've got the Solo DL to show us the exact time. Whenever you're ready, go for it. Should I be playing like cricket sounds right now?
I think we'll do it before 11 seconds.
You think so? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my God, really? Oh, that's not good.
Oh, 14.84 to 60.
And oh my God, we weren't in the Econ mode.
So let's summarize. Probably the biggest issue is that on the road it doesn't have a lot of oomph.
Yeah, but it handles pretty good and its ride is nice. Think of it as a tall Civic.
Which means
we get to take it off-road.
And the amount of oomph off-road, not so important.
It's negligible. Remember, we do this not only because we're idiots, but because we have a really, really beautiful place to go that we test all of our vehicles that have all-wheel or four-wheel drive.
Let's do it. Earlier this week, Nathan and I took a Jeep and an LR4 Land Rover up here, and this is a completely different beast. I can't lie. I'm terrified of scraping the bottom. It doesn't have enough ground clearance. It's got all-wheel drive, and it's an electronic system which supposedly predicts when there's slippage, so you get the most traction in any given situation, but it's not meant for off-road. It's good for snow, it's good for ice, it's good for rain. But I think even Honda will admit this car is not made to go on serious off-road.
You guys have been asking us, why do we take these crossovers off-road? And we have a very good reason. Have you ever gone fishing, hunting, camping, skiing? If you do any of those things, it is going to require that your vehicle handle some pretty rough and nasty stuff. In some cases, really, really nasty stuff. So why not test a vehicle up here in the Rockies and bash it and try it out?
There are a couple of pet peeves I have about the CR-V. First of all, there are 4 screens, 3, 4, probably too many. And check this out. Look at this on and off volume button on the radio. It's probably the smallest button I've ever seen in a car. Huge HVAC, tiny on-off button. What's up with that, Honda?
So, you may be wondering about the all-wheel drive system in this particular CR-V. It is a little bit different than the older one. Simply put, the rear end will activate even while driving on the road. It'll help you get a little bit better performance.
My bottom line on the CR-V is it's a real good all-arounder.
Value. Honda CR-Vs start at around 24. This particular one, fully loaded, all-wheel drive, 30 grand. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Why? Because you get Honda engineering. And with Honda engineering, you get reliability.
Out of the cars in this segment, the RAV4, the Escape, which would you get?
I would definitely get the CX-5 with a little tiny bit of Tiguan thrown in there. I like driver involvement.
And I'm going to wuss out, because I'm going to say if you want to go off-road, get the Forester. If you want something that's fast, get the Escape with the turbo. If you want something that's got a lot of driver involvement, get the CX-5. If you want the car that's the all-around family hauler, get the CR-V. You know, up there, that's where we take the Jeeps, the really hardcore stuff. Let's say we take it up there.
Hell no.
I tried, guys. As always, this is Roman.
And Nathan.
See you next time on the Fast Lane Car. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Nathan, look, no cover.
That's right. What you're looking at is a 2.4 liter engine, very similar to the one that replaces, but it puts out 185 horsepower and 163 pound-feet of torque. That's all fine and dandy. The best part is it gets better mileage, 25 miles per gallon combined. The thing is, in order to get maximum power, you have to rev it all the way up to redline, 7,000 RPM. To get maximum torque, you have to rev it to 4,400 RPM. It's a Honda. That's what you do. You gotta rev its lug nuts off in order to get any power.
You know, on this engine, I wouldn't mind actually a cover, to be honest.
It's a mommy wagon. You don't really need a cover on it. It says Honda right there. That's good enough.